Van der Waals London interaction. Here we consider the harmonic oscillator model. So consider two identical linear harmonic oscillator and which are separated by a distance r. Separated by a distance r. Each oscillator bears charge plus or minus e. This oscillator has plus e and this is minus e, and this oscillator has two charges, that is e and minus e, and these two charges are separated by a distance x1 and these two charges are separated by a distance x2, and the particle oscillate along the x-axis like a harmonic like a linear harmonic oscillator. It oscillates along the x-axis and it have a momenta, that is p1 and p2 are the momenta of the oscillator 1 and 2 respectively. The force constant c. Okay, then the Hamiltonian of the unperturbed system can be represented as h naught is equal to p1 square by 2m plus half c x1 square. We already know the equation of the linear harmonic oscillator, that is p square by 2m plus half k x square. The same equation. Okay, and this is for the first oscillator and this is for the second oscillator, where c is equal to m omega 0 square, where omega 0 is the frequency of each uncoupled oscillator. Now the Coulomb interaction energy of the two oscillators can be represented as Coulomb interaction energy of the two oscillators in CGS system, that is H1 is equal to we know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r, where there 1 by 4 pi I skip the term 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 here, and here first term is e square by r, that is plus e, and this is e and minus e, this is c and minus e. So this plus and plus. Okay, and the distance is, sorry, this plus and this plus and this plus, and the distance is r. This distance is r. Okay, that's why e square by r, and the next one is e square by r plus x1 minus x2. Okay, that is this minus and minus. Okay, minus e and minus e, that is plus e square, and the distance is r plus x1 plus x1 minus x2, and similarly plus and minus e, that is minus e square by r plus x1 minus e square by r minus x2. Here e square by r, here e square by, I take r outside of this outside, then 1 plus x1 minus x2 by r. Similarly e square by r into 1 plus x1 by r minus e square by r into 1 minus x2 by r. Okay, and this can be this is in the numerator, and if it taken into the denominator, then it will become this term raised to minus 1. Okay, also this term raised to minus 1 and this term raised to minus 1. Now e square by r and e square by r, this term, this is this in the form of 1 plus x to the power minus 1, 1 plus x to the power minus 1, and if we elaborate that terms, then 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus etc. We can expand that terms. Then I took only up to square. Okay, up to square, and the higher terms, I neglected the higher terms because this distance r is very greater than x1 and x2. x1 and x2 are the separation between the two charges. Okay, and r is the separation between the two oscillators. So separation between the two oscillators is greater than the separation between the charges. So if we take the higher orders, then it is a very small quantity, so I neglected that quantities. Okay, I took up to square, and here also I this term also 1 plus x1 by r also I expanded like this, and here also 1 minus x2 by r also expanded like this. Then I'll get h1 is equal to, h1 is the interaction energy, Coulomb interaction energy between the two oscillators. H1 is nearly equal to minus 2 e square x1 x2 by r cube. Therefore the total Hamiltonian can be diagonalized by normal mode transformation. normal mode transformation means the two oscillators oscillate with the same frequency and phase. Okay, that is normal mode. Then here x is equal to, I think you already studied in the um, classical mechanics. So xs is the symmetric term, symmetric displacement, and xa is the asymmetric displacement. Symmetric displacement means these two oscillators compress and expand at the same time. Okay, these two oscillators compress and expand at the same time. Asymmetric means if one is compressed, then another is expand. Okay, so x is equal to 1 by root 2 x1 plus x2, and xa is equal to 1 by root 2 x1 minus x2. From this, yes, I added this term, that is xs plus xa equal to 1 by root 2 2x1. From this, root 2 into x1. From this we can find out the value of x1, that is x1 is equal to 1 by root 2 xs plus xa. Similarly, x2 is equal to 1 by root 2 xs minus xa. Similarly, for momenta, P1 is equal to 1 by root 2 ps plus pa, and P2 is equal to 1 by root 2 ps minus pa. So the total Hamiltonian is H0 plus, and we know H0 is this one, and I substituted for P1 x1 and P2 and x2 from, okay, I use these four equation x1 x2 P1 and P2, and I substitute in H0. Okay, H0, then we get the terms like this, that is H0 is equal to ps square by 2m plus ps square by 2m plus c into x square by 2 plus c into xa square by 2. And h1 is, what is h1? We already find out the value of h1, that is minus 2 e square x1 x2 by r cube. So I substituted x1 and x2 here. Okay, so we'll get h1 is equal to minus 2 e square by r cube into xs plus xa by root 2 into xs minus xa by root 2. Therefore, h is equal to h0 plus h1. I added these terms, that is h naught and h1. Okay, h naught and h1. Then but we know that I got this term, and but we know the general form of the Hamiltonian, that is h is equal to p square by 2m plus half k x square. So I compared these two equations, this equation and this total Hamiltonian. I just compared. Then k is equal to c plus or minus 2 e square by r cube. Okay, this the spring constant or force constant. Then frequency of the coupled oscillator is, we know that omega is equal to force constant or spring constant by m, square root of k by m. So k is c plus or minus 2 e square by r cube divided by m, and I took the root by m outside, then square root of c by m into 1 plus or minus 2 e square by c to the power r cube, c r cube to the power 1 by 2. Okay, then root of c by m I can write as omega 0, and this term I expanded. So 1 plus or minus 1 by 2 2 e square by cr cube minus 1 by 8 2 e square by cr cube square plus etc. And higher terms I neglected. Then our uncoupled energy can be represented as U0. So U0 is half h cross omega 0 for the first oscillator, and the second one is half h cross omega 0 for the second oscillator. So the uncoupled energy is h cross omega 0. And for coupled oscillator, U0 prime is equal to half h cross omega s plus half h cross omega a, where omega s is for symmetric, it corresponds to symmetric displacement. Okay, frequency correspond to symmetric displacement, and this is correspond to asymmetric. Okay, therefore the difference in potential energy is delta U is equal to U0 prime minus U0, and half h cross omega is plus half h cross omega a minus h cross omega 0. And okay, then I substitute the value of omega s and omega a here. For omega s, this is our value of omega. For omega is 1 plus, I took for omega s, it is 1 plus next terms, and for omega a, it is 1 minus. Okay, and I substitute the values here. Instead of omega s and omega a, I substitute these values, then minus h cross omega 0. Then H cross omega 0, that is here half H cross omega into 1, here also half H cross omega into 1, so total is H cross omega 0. Then these two terms cancelled, here minus, here plus, then 2 into here minus 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8, so 2 into 1 by 8 2 into 1 by 8, 2 e square by cr cube to the power square minus h cross omega 0, and here h cross omega 0 and h cross omega 0 cancelled, then here 2 and 2 cancel, balance is minus h cross omega 0 into 1 by 8 2 e square by cr cube to the power cr cube raised to square, okay, square. Then delta u is equal, therefore delta u is equal to minus a by r to the power 6, okay. And these terms can be represented as a and say r cube to the power r cube square is r to the power 6, okay. So this is the attractive interaction energy. So this attractive interaction varies as the minus 6th power of the separation between the two oscillators. We already know that the R is the separation between the oscillators, okay. So it varies, this attraction the attractive interaction varies as the minus 6th power of the separation of two oscillators, and this is called this equation is called the van der Waals-London interaction or induced dipole-dipole interaction, and the approximate value of A is h cross omega 0 alpha square, where alpha is the electronic polarizability.